Hello, everybody. Welcome. And welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys. Let's get another message to see what it is that y'all need to hear. As always, take what resonates and discard the motherfucking rest. So, we got a lot to cover in this read. I've only been gone a week, but it feels like I've been gone forever. There's been a lot of shifts. Okay, there's been a lot of shifts. I have all these notes. Okay, so we gonna be going through them. All right. I'm probably gonna be channeling as I go through them. But yes, so what I wanted to touch base on first. Now this might be a touchy subject, but someone commented yesterday, speaking about how, tarot and mental health. Now, if like always seek a professional if you are going through serious mental health problems, okay? Or just issues and things like that, seeking other means. Now, if regular means of therapy have not worked for you, yes, try tarot. Try what works for you, right? You're never going to know what works for you and what does not work for you unless you try. Which brings me to my next subject that we're going to be talking about is change, okay? Um, I see, mental health issues run in my family quite extensively. Now, did tarot work for me? Yes, absolutely it did. Now, is it going to work for everybody? No, it's not going to work for everybody. But for the majority, if you're here, it'll work for you. So, use your discretion, use your discernment when it comes to listening to readings and stuff like that. Now, I always say if you're having I want to be very, I don't want to dance around the subject, but I want to be very respectful. Um, what was I going to say? Right. The types of tarot videos you watch, they matter. They matter. If you know you are going through a bad breakup, or you are having issues getting over somebody, or, it might take a second to realize this, but then we should probably stay away from relationship type readings, right? Use your discernment on which types of readings you're going to decide to watch, what you're going to feed yourself into, right? It all factors out. Are you playing into a specific thing that you're wanting to heal, or are we doing something beneficial for that? Now, say you're going through a bad breakup. Are you going to be watching "What's He Thinking About Me" videos? No. No. Right? If if you're dealing with a lot of stress, anxiety, or wondering, if you're always wondering, oh, I wonder what they're thinking of me, or I wonder, you're there's paranoia there. Are you going to be watching videos that say, how are people perceiving me? No. No. You use these videos to help further your growth, right? Not to keep you in a perpetual state or a perpetual cycle of the same things. Now, some people do need that because when I first started doing this, I watched those videos, and trust me, I went through trials and tribulations, and I went through fire. Fire. Okay. It was not an easy road to get to where I'm at right now, especially in my spirituality and my psychic gifts. Okay. Which brings me to another point that we're going to be covering through here. Um, where is it? It has to be given to be used, right? So God has to give you your gifts, source, universe, God, Allah, whoever you want to, you have to be given the gift in order to use the gift, right? So how do you get given a gift, but other than going through trials and tribulations by fire? Okay, you need to go through things in order to be able to touch base on them. And actually that is part of where your gifts lie. Okay, they lie in the trauma, in the pain, in the trials, in the tribulations. Look for where your trauma lies. That is where your strongest gifts will lie. Now I've dealt with mental health issues. This is why I call myself the spiritual therapist. This is why I touch base on mental health. I'm a very strong mental health advocate. Very, very, very strong. Narcissism. I touch base on narcissism, empathy, the narc empath paradigm. I do all of that because that is where my trauma lies. Okay. Relationships. I sometimes do relationship coaching. Why? Because I have dealt with, you name the relationship type. I can tell you I've dealt with it. Okay. Doesn't matter. This is where my specific gifts lie. Okay. So someone mentioned a comment, I don't know if I've said it or not, yesterday when I said I was coming back, and they touched base on mental health and how this isn't the gospel. No, it's definitely not the gospel. Okay, and yes, we do plant things into our subconscious when we are watching these things. This is why it's important to be aware of what type and be conscious of what type of videos you are deciding to listen to. Now, did I go through pain and suffering because of the readings and stuff when I was first getting into it? When I first started getting, did I go through all that? Yes, I fucking did. Okay, this is what grows your discernment. What is for you and what is not for you. Now, always, like I said, if you are having troubles, mental health issues are different for everybody. What works for A is not going to work for B. Okay, it's just not. Sometimes people need to go and seek professional help. Okay, and sometimes people can do the things mostly for themselves. Okay, it's all of this, it's not for everybody. That's why it's for entertainment purposes only. Okay, can you use this as a self-healing tool? Definitely. This is what I've been doing. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of touch base on that because that is very important to me. This is why it's so important to recognize and realize where, and being honest with yourself. Like, if you're having troubles, like with anxiety and worrying, like I said before, you're not going to go and watch things that are like going to give you more anxiety and more worry, right? It's just, it is what it is. Sometimes people need to take breaks as well. It's different for everybody. Okay. It truly is. So I wanted to also touch base on some other things. If things stayed, okay, so now we're going to jump base, okay? I just wanted to put that in there as a caveat, okay? I am a strong mental health advocate. It all starts within the mind, but it's technically not true. I can go on a story too and tell you guys how I got out of my mental health issues too. Because I've definitely struggled, but that is where my gifts mainly lie, is teaching and showing people how to get out of mental health crisis or get out of patterns that were taught to the viewer by or due to generational trauma, okay, i.e. narcissism, things like this. Victim mentality, stuff like that as well. So, if you're guided here, we're in alignment, right? Anyways, I wanted to touch base on the notes now that I've got here. So the first one is, if things stayed the same forever, eventually those things would lose their flavor. So I actually got this from Kung Fu Panda 4, and I'm like, well, that is something. So if things like, what was he talking? He was talking about his noodle shop, okay? If he kept the same menu forever, eventually it would lose its flavor. Eventually things would just become complacent, right? If we didn't have constant change in our lives, then eventually life just loses its flavor. It's like you doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting the same results. It's like day in, day out, you're doing the same old thing. You do the same thing. What is that? Run, run, run. That's all you do. You're doing the same old thing. You never do nothing new. So that's Run, Run, Run by, I think, Miss Peebles or whatever. Let's see. Run, Run, Run. Ann Peebles. Yeah. You're doing the same old thing. You never do nothing new. Playing the same old game. I can't get through to you. Right? So this is like being stuck on the same person, the same cycle with the same person. Change is constant. So maybe this is about spirit wanting you to be a little bit more open, or that's not going to resonate with all of you. Okay, I don't want to freaking hear it in the comments. All right. I know a lot of you guys, especially if you're on my channel, y'all accept and embrace change quite easily. Okay. Sometimes change, though, can be hard. Sometimes we lose people we thought we were never going to lose. Sometimes we have to cut people off we thought we were never going to have to cut off, or we're having a hard time. This can be specifically with family members and things like this. Okay. What am I going to do? A man I want to lose. You're just driving slow, getting nowhere fast. And at the rate you're going, don't you know you just can't last? Yeah. Time is going to pass you by and you won't have time to cry. I might say goodbye. You know the reason why. So yeah, saying goodbye to people, places, and things that you may have troubles or struggling with to let go of. Now, that's going to bring me to another point. A lot of the collective could be dealing with people who are victim mentality. Now, this is where we get into the mental health issues, okay? Victim mentality, narcissism, bringing out survivor mode within you, within the collective. Now, this could have to deal with family, because I was given heavy family vibes, okay? So always playing the victim but never taking accountability, right? Run, run, run. That's all you do from the problems. At what point do these people start affecting you? Now, then they play the guilt trip, right? So a lot of the collective could have people trying to play the guilt trip, trying to play the victim card. The no one would care if I, if I, it's mental health issues and crisis, right? You could be dealing with people who do have these issues, these problems, and I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot make anybody change. You can lead a horse to water, but you just cannot make them drink, okay? So you could have been cleaning yourself up, cleaning your life up, cleaning up your thought processes, cleaning up your mind, and being around these types of people does you no good. It's just like watching videos that are, kind of counteracting what it is that you're trying to do. If you're trying to get over someone, you're not gonna watch what is he thinking about me type videos and then go a little bit delulu here. Okay, I've been there, I've done that. It's not good. Okay, I had to learn the hard way. I'm a Capricorn stellium. Not only that, I have a 6th house stellium, and where does my 6th house lie but Capricorn? So not only do I have a Capricorn stellium, but I also have a 6th house which sits in Capricorn stellium. So, I got to learn the hard way all the time. You know what I'm saying? So at what point do you prioritize yourself? Even though it hurts, right? It hurts to maybe let go of somebody because you feel for them. Okay. You can clearly see that they are suffering. Don't cry. You can clearly, I can feel the energy. It's not the nicest. I knew that this reading was going to be a little bit longer and harder to get through, but here we are. We're going to go through it. At what point do you stop making excuses for somebody? Okay. When you understand how important mental health is at the level that I do, it's hard not to want to help people or coach people how to get out of those areas, but you can't repeat the same thing, or else you're going to be burning yourself out. You're going to be burning yourself up. You're going to be going in circles, round and round and round over the same issues. And eventually, it's going to affect your mental health. It's going to affect you personally. It's going to affect your energy. So things can't stay the same forever, because eventually it will lose their flavor. Now, what does this really mean? The same old sob stories. It's tough love. It's tough love, okay? There are people around you that are using the same old sob stories over and over and over again, hoping to get the same result. It's a 5 of Swords type energy. Woe is me. Feel sorry for me. Okay, it's a type of narcissism where they use their own trauma, they use their own pain, they use their own victim mentality to say, ooh, feel sorry for me. Give me, give, give, But it's a guilt trip. Okay, they will guilt trip you, and at some point you have to cut it off and not be the enabler. Okay? Now, this can happen in extreme circumstances, okay? If it's in it, yeah, see, in an extreme circumstance. Some some people, like, they just need, yeah, see, the sun and the five of swords. That's the five of swords type energy. And I had a spirit come in and say, yeah. So extreme circumstances, like, I don't really want to get into the whole, I've had a lot of people take their own, I gotta watch what I say. But I've had a lot of people around me take their own thing, due to these issues. Okay. This is why I'm such an advocate for it. But at some point, you got to stop being the enabler. You got to stop having somebody, like, there's a survivor's guilt going on here too. And there's just guilt all around going on. So yeah, there's that. We're going to get into the message. This is all just channeled messages that I was channeling. So how can a seed become a tree if you give it no room to grow? Here we go with the enabling. If you are constantly enabling someone by feeding into their victim mentality, by feeding into their guilt trips, by, what was it? What would you say again? Oh yeah, if you help the lady climb the mountain, she will gain no strength, right? So you can't really just enable, because then they're not going to be able to, there's no room for them to grow if you are literally carrying them up the mountain, right? This is where your gifts will lie. See, it's the pain. This is the whole part of being here with duality. It's the pain, it's the suffering, it's the duality of life that give you the gift of light, give you the gift of growth, give you the gift of healing, okay? You need that contrast. I also seen on Instagram, I think her name is Activations, Vibrations or something here. She was also talking about contrast, and I'm like, bingo, that is exactly it. She was also dealing with people in her life that were totally polar opposite. Now, drug addicts and things like this, okay? People just with mental illness problems, suffering, okay? But also projecting, dealing with people that will get under the influence or get into these states of being where they all of the sudden will project onto you, okay? Now, calling you a whole bunch of names, just, being mean to you, yelling at you. Meanwhile, you're like, I'm just trying to help you, but they're mad at you and they want to play the victim, so they project further onto you. And at what point do you need to cut them off? It's all about contrast. Now, she stated that, yes, I know that there is a beautiful soul within the trauma, behind the ego, behind the trauma, behind the survivor mode. I know that there is a beautiful soul underneath, and that's what makes it hard, especially being an empath. But at what point do you cut off the cycle, right? So you cannot, like, enable people. So this message is really for people who are cutting off people, even though it hurts to do it, or just not cutting off, enabling. It's just like a parent with a, drugged addict son or daughter, okay, or whatever it is. And as much as it hurts you to see them hurting, you know that you have to stop enabling it so that they can grow from the pain and the trauma, so that they can learn their own lessons. Now, whether or not they actually learn them, that is not your job. It's not your job to make sure somebody learns the lesson. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So that's coming up too. Sometimes it hurts to do what's best for us, facing the pain and becoming the ultimate alchemist, right? Sometimes it hurts to do what's best for us and facing the pain and becoming the ultimate alchemist. The only way that we can learn what is good is if we know what is bad, and vice versa, right? The only way that you can become with your gifts, this brings me back to here, it has to be given to be used. Pain and trauma and suffering has to be given so that it can be used, okay? So that it can be alchemized and turned into healing, turned into light, okay? Denser energies need to be there in order to know lighter energies. It's part of the law of polarity and the law of duality. So vision boards as well. Okay, so now we're getting onto vision boards and creating the life that you want. There's a lot going on here. And then we're going to channel a message, okay? So I'm just touching base. So see, I even carousels. Carousels, I know I'm going all over the place, but carousels could be a sign for someone, or this could just represent cycles or circles going around in cycles or circles. Carousels usually are for children, so this could be childhood trauma going around in cycles. Now they're showing me the picture in my head of Instagram. I'm not sure, many of you probably have seen it, of a parent yelling at a child. Actually, a grandparent yelling at an adult. Okay, you are not worthy, you're not. It's basically mental illness being passed down generation after generation until one of the pictures, they stop it and they say, I love you. So, it's all about teaching that. And now you can't, like, leading by example. Leading by example is the best way to show your loved ones that if you can do it, they can do it too. You don't have to pressure anyone. You don't have to argue with anyone. You don't have to. Now they're showing me, regular Christians, and there's Jesus he's pulling away a Christian because the Christian is yelling at someone saying, you don't believe in Jesus. And Jesus is grabbing him and pulling him away and saying, I told you, I didn't bring you here to win arguments, right? And he's pulling him away, right? Like, we're not here to win arguments with people. We're here to be an example, set an example. How do we do that? We do that by alchemizing our own life, not enabling other people around us, and, calling in for backup when it's needed. Now, I understand there's a whole level here. There's levels to mental illness and stuff like that, okay? It's not one big bing bada bam, it's done, okay? There's levels, obviously. I'm well aware that there is quite a few levels. That is why I would never go to somebody with a, like, I don't know, there's a lot I can do, but, like, say, I don't even know, like, severe manic depression, right? I could help, but they would also probably need somebody else, professional people, right? Who are licensed people. Now, I can help. Yes, of course I can help. But some people need, like, more advanced, and it's all about perception. Okay, how does the person see the world? Also, how were they taught to see the world? Also, traumas. We have CPTSD, we have PTSD, we have, all these underlining effects. There's BPD, there's bipolar disorder, there's chemical imbalances, even, things like this. It's, that's why I say, you got to be careful as well, like, what you're watching. Now, someone could be so far in delusion, but that is part of their trials and tribulations. You see, some people just need to learn the hard way. The best way is to learn how to go through it by going through it, right? So, we got vision boards now. Hold on. It's okay, Gigi. It's okay, sweetheart. It's just the sweepers. See, cleaning up the streets. So cleaning up the thoughts, right? Cleaning up thoughts. Now, vision boards, okay? Vision boards, I'm hearing in the collective here might not work for everybody's vision boards and creating the life that you want. Spirit wants me to touch base on written word instead. So writing down pretty much like this, okay? You know what I'm saying? Just like writing down, it acts as a vision board. But for some of you, if your vision boards are not working, this is going to do it for you, okay? Writing things down repetitively, okay? Repetitively. So now I have dealt with victim mentality. Narcissistic tendencies. I am a high level empath, but I was also taught narcissistic tendencies. So what did I become? I became a dark empath, able to suck out and manipulate out of people and get what I wanted out of people. Now, I learned the hard way that is no. That is bad. So can I help others heal from that? Yes, yes, I can help. Okay. But am I licensed? No. There's a big difference there. Okay. Planting seeds in the subconscious. Yes. You can use tarot and these videos and stuff like that as a tool. Just be aware of which readers and which messages you decide to listen to, because not everybody is for everybody. That's why there is a wide range of readers. That is why there's a wide range of people with different types of gifts in different types of areas. Now some of the readers can, and some of the, whatever people that do these videos can coincide, but one person may touch base on a few things that another person may touch base on, but they're delivered in a different way. So it's just being aware of, and being mindful of what you decide to watch and what you decide not to. So now that I'm done rambling on, let's get a quick message, okay? And see kind of like what we're working with in the energy. A lot of you guys could be going through mental health struggles. You guys are I feel a lot of the collective is coming out of this type of energy. Okay? Yeah. So, and the only way that you can really heal from it is to go through it, right? Don't give up on yourselves and keep going and going through it. Okay? You can't just ask, well, you can, but you can, if you're going to ask the universe or God for strength, the universe and God is going to give you the tools, give you situations and scenarios to make you strong. It's just like the saying, if you ask God, hey, I want to bake a cake, it's going to give you the ingredients to bake the cake. Now, you're going to need to take those ingredients and learn how to mix them together to bake the cake, right? It's the same thing, okay? Now, let's see what's going on here. So let's touch base and see what's going on. We have Scorpio, so radical transformation. This is also touching base on mental, okay? This is psychology, okay? It's pretty much what we were talking about. Psychology, mental health, things like this, and not letting see, we have Uranus too, revolution, breakthroughs and brainstorming. Then we have psychology here, freedom, experimentation, humanitarianism. So there might be a breakthrough, okay? If you're dealing with people around you with mental health issues or addiction issues and stuff like that, I do feel like there is going to be some sort of breakthrough, but you cannot carry them through it. You cannot enable them through it. You cannot coddle, because this feeds into a victim mentality. This will feed into it. Now, getting someone help, that's different, okay? But carrying and enabling someone is very different, okay? So there is going to be some sort of breakthrough in that regard. We have empowerment, flow, and passion. See, challenge. So, Lord, and then we have the 8th house, psychology, intensity, contract, sex, capital, inheritance, obsessions, the underworld, secrets. Okay, this is also given psychology. So we have a challenge. Yeah, you can't. You have to empower them by stepping into your own power. Right? It's like showing somebody how it's done and then allowing them, if they choose to, follow. Okay? Yeah. We got parties here too. Parties. Like maybe you're dealing with someone who parties a lot. Okay? And then plays victim of, I don't know, why they're broke all the time, or they're just like a chronic complainer. Or could be someone who, always is complaining about how lonely they are, but then when people try and get close to them, they push them away. It's a type of self-sabotage, right? I mean, you could say this is what you're doing. Like, you can say, hey, why are you, you're complaining that you're lonely and all this and that and the third, but you keep pushing people away. You can tell them that, you can show them that, but they might not register it until it's like literally time for them to register it, or they may not in this lifetime, okay? That just may not be in their cards, okay? So What is the breakthrough with the Scorpio energy? There's a breakthrough in some sort of transformation, flowing with empower. You guys are going to feel much more in an empowered state. Like you may have a passion, a real passion to be a humanitarian, to help people. This could also be a, I don't, wow, why did I hear character flaw? Okay, that's a little harsh. But it could be I wouldn't want to say flaw. I don't want to put it that way, Spirit. Could be why am I hearing cry for, oh my goodness. Like there might be a passion to help people. Like you want them to know that they are being, that like you understand people, because for a long time you were not understood. Stuff like that, okay? Spirit wants you to take a look at that perhaps. Always wanting to like, but to the extent of becoming an enabler, right? So what's this Scorpio? We have the Page of Cups. So messages of some sort, Two of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So this is giving, I don't know why, but it's giving victim mentality. It's giving, let me play on your emotions. Okay, so there might be someone around you that is playing on your emotions, and it's making you second guess something. Is this the right thing to do? Yes, it's putting you in some sort of anxiety. Like I said, this is affecting your own mental health, okay? Because then we ruminate on an issue. We ruminate, we think. So there is somebody around the collective at the moment who is trying to play on y'all's emotions, okay? Trying to get that soft spot, that sweet spot, that psychological warfare type energy where it's like Five of Swords, I'm telling you. Like, feel sorry for me. Like, I put myself here, but feel sorry for me, okay? I tried to put you here as well, but you didn't go here. So now, you know, survivor's guilt, victim. Like, I'm the victim. You left me. So now I'm stuck here, and you're supposed to be stuck here with me, but you're not. You got out. You know, that type of thing, okay? So there could be a little bit of survivor's guilt going on. I am feeling it, all right? Dealing with difficult people. Now, these people could have been in your life, Six of Cups type energy for a very long time. Or these are people you just don't really want to let go of because you have a soft spot. There's where the challenge comes into. There's that passion. You have a passion for wanting to, you have deep empathy, okay? You could also feel what people are going through because you yourself have gone through that, okay? And what did you want in the time of need is just for someone to be there for you, which is okay, yes. Be there for people. That is not the problem. The problem is when it starts to affect your own mental health, starts to, when you start to maybe even become an enabler, okay, that type of thing. That is when this stuff starts to become a problem, and then they want you to get sucked up into their negative cycles, okay, the carousel. Round and round, round on a carousel. I didn't even put the two and two together till now. Okay, so what's the song? It's Carousel. Carousel, Doot 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 by Melanie Martinez. Okay? Oh, come on. You don't have the... Does this one have it? Let's see. Okay, hold on. I gotta grab the lyrics. Round and around. Okay, so Carousel, Melanie... There we go. Martinez. Okay, so round and round like a horse on a carousel we go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell, I know. Chasing after you is like a fairy tale, but I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel. Right? Come one, come all, you must be this tall to ride at the carnival. Okay? Oh, come take my hand and run through the playland. Run, 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 that's all you do. Doing the same old thing. You never do nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So this could even be someone who wants you to feel sorry for them, okay? Round and round on a carousel. Yes, you love this person dearly, okay? You know what is deep inside them because they've shown you glimpses of what they truly can be, but we are not falling in love with potential. We are seeing a situation for what it is, and we're reflecting on how this is affecting us and those around us, right? It's all fun and games till someone falls in love, but you already bought a ticket and there's no turning back now. Round and round like a horse on a carousel we go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. Chasing after you's like a fairy tale, but I'm glued tight to this carousel. Look, this horse is too slow. Look it. This horse is too slow. We're always this close. Almost. We're a freak show. This horse is too slow. Okay, now we're going to go back to this run, run, run song. Okay, what does it say here? We're just driving slow. Getting nowhere fast. This horse is too slow. We're just driving too slow. Round and round on a carousel we go. So there's no progress. There's no progress. You have a passion to want things to speed up or to get somewhere, to go somewhere. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic, although for some of you it can be. But, you know, something is just like at the rate you're going, you just can't last. Now, this could be someone who is like they're getting nowhere fast. You're just driving slow. This could be someone who is trying to learn, but is like, I don't want to say that. Okay, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. How do I put this? Fuck. Okay, these are really hard messages to get out because I have to be so careful. Cause like, bro, this is like someone wanting to get out of something, but it's like going too, fuck, I don't want to say that. Because it's not exactly that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to them. It's more like time is going to pass you by and you won't have time to cry. I might say goodbye. See, you're going too slow. So you're not progressing. Someone may want to change, but the change is not happening. Glued to the carousel. These horses are too slow. You're driving too slow. Things are, at some point, you have to call it quits. Someone could be like, playing victim, woe is me, like I'm trying to change, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but it's not like the progression. It's just a lot of like going around in circles, right? The progression is not there. So someone could be trying to play on your emotions, okay? It's that's what I mean by the enabler, and you can't carry someone up the hill. They're going to gather no strength. How are they going to make it up the next hill, the next life challenge if you're always carrying someone, right? You're going to get tired. So, empowerment and trine flow. Hierophant. Okay, so and look at, we have the world. Okay, so this is like a guru. What did I say about showing people by action? Okay, you have to, look, humanitarian work. You have sometimes tough love, right? Tough love, cutting somebody off, saying no, I need to prioritize me will be the trigger for them to start prioritizing themselves. Like, they may not at first, but eventually. So spirit may need you to cut somebody off. Spirit may need you to cut somebody off, although it kind of hurts that you may not want to cut this person off at all. You may feel sorry for them. You may feel empathy for them, but you may know that you need to cut somebody off. Now, empowerment and flow. This is where, you know, your personal empowerment is what's going to teach somebody, okay? Like, wow, they actually did it, and wow, they're doing this and they're doing that. Eventually, they're going to want to do it too, right? Because we have the world, it's like being on the world stage, and the Hierophant is like a guru. This is like a wise leader type thing, okay? So looking to you as a wise leader, the star, all right? 9 of Wands, never giving up on something, mainly yourself, never giving up on yourself. So what is the challenge with the passion? Like, there's this challenge here, the Tower. Okay, letting the Tower fall. There's the Scorpio energy. 10 of Cups, this could be family. Okay, this could definitely be family that you're dealing with, brothers, sisters, cousins, twice removed, doesn't matter, or people that you feel are family to you. This is why it's so hard. You could have grown up with these people. Tower, that's the Scorpio energy. So the challenge here, 8th house, we have it on the bottom. We have Scorpio over here, and then we have Uranus, which is giving, this reading is kind of giving Scorpio Aquarian vibes. Okay. The challenge here with the tower is letting something crumble, letting something fall, letting someone, it's like when, okay, so now they're giving me this analogy of like teaching a kid how to ride a bike. Okay. And then you let go, no training wheels. Now they may fall and get a boo-boo, but you can't let that stop them from trying again, right? The boo-boo might hurt, yes, but you can't always be there making sure shit don't fall. They don't fall. That's enabling, right? They're never going to really learn if you're always there waiting to catch them. You know what I'm saying? There might be other factors involved, okay? There might be other factors involved. Like their actions are not only hurting them and me, but they're hurting things around them that are innocent, whether that be animals, children, whatever it is. The way they are treating themselves, the way that they are perpetuating this cycle, and you wanting to help them, and it might not even just be for just specifically them. There might be other factors involved, like children, innocent children, or animals, or other people, friends and family, and being affected by this one source. Okay, now you wanting to really help that person get out of that because you can see all the pain and suffering that's happening around them with the other people or other things, right? There comes a point where you just, for your own sake and your own sanity, you cannot dissect that. You have to step away from that, and lead by example, right? So we might need to be stepping away from somebody and putting our own personal feelings aside. I know that's very touchy. I know. All right. I know. Okay. Especially when there's like things like other factors, right? Right? There's like other factors involved, and you can see that it's hurting all of these other factors, but it's like, yo, you can't make somebody change, okay? And if you're continuing trying, anyways, we're not gonna beat a dead horse there, right? So I'm not gonna like ramble on forever because we're already at 40 minutes, but yeah. So let's just get a little bit of maybe advice or something here to see what we're doing here. Yeah, we have glow up, caught in a wave. This person is caught in a wave. Whoever this is, they're caught in a wave. They're going round and round and round, okay? To integrate something, you need consistent effort and discipline. Consistent effort. This person is caught in a wave of wanting to try, wanting to do something, but then coming back around again, okay? You guys are tapped in. You guys are tapped in, sticking to a routine, okay? And then we have Raven Friends communication. See this, you guys are sticking to some sort of routine. You're having this glow up look, flowing with some sort of personal empowerment, becoming this hierophant, becoming this wise leader, right? Using your pains, your trials, your tribulations in order to teach others. Now, sometimes teaching is not all about telling somebody what to do, right? This could be teaching other people in a way of self-empowering yourself and them watching you do it. Sometimes that is what is needed, right? Then they can figure out their own way. This is why we're coming back to the beginning. People need to find their own way sometimes, okay? Whether that be with other sources, tarot videos, actual licensed therapists, doctors and whatever. People need to find what works for them. You can suggest things, but you can't, this is going to work for you because it worked for me. No, it's not like that. People sometimes need to figure it out, find their own way. Sometimes they need to get a boo-boo in order to learn, right? In order to figure out their own way and what works for them. And, sometimes people, they need to get a boo-boo, okay? But there's something here about you being tapped into a glow up and sticking to some sort of routine, okay? And to integrate something you need consistent effort and discipline. So sticking to a routine, consistent effort and discipline, you're tapped in, you're going for a glow up, okay? This is what's ultimately going to show these people, like, look, not happy with where they are, but they don't want to change it. So someone is in a chronic cycle of complaining. Golden light bubble. Look, creating a diversion to protect you. Golden light bubble. Spirit is creating some sort of diversion in order to protect you from somebody. Okay, golden light bubble, because you are protected. All right, they're trying to protect you by maybe getting rid of certain people, places, things in your life, okay, that are just slowing you down. As much as it hurts to maybe have to let go of something or someone that you were maybe even had a passion for wanting to help because that's the core of who you are, you know? Someone, you can't let them play on your emotions, and that this person, especially if they know that you have a soft spot for that type of stuff, you know, they're going to be playing on that, right? So, what's this caught in a wave? Yes. Okay, they might be caught in some sort of toxic cycle or toxic wave. So, what's caught in a wave? The world in reverse. So, where did this come out? Look, empowerment and flow. So, caught in a wave, we have the world in reverse. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. And I just seen the 5 of Wands. So, definitely some of you guys could be dealing with familial things. Now, this could be generational trauma, right? This is like you breaking a generational cycle, but then you see maybe brothers, sisters, moms, dads that are caught up in the same generational cycle, not being able to close something out. But the world came through with this Hierophant here, okay? Which is empowerment and trine, flow. Flowing with self-empowerment, the Hierophant. This is wise. This is, look, and speaking about generational things, we have this old wise bird with a child. Okay, sometimes people have to learn through your self-empowerment, you being able to cut these people off or to set boundaries or to say no, you know, things like this. You got yourself into that mess. I cannot help you get out of it this time. That type of thing. Okay. To integrate something, you need consistent effort and discipline. Keep going. So Knight of Cups, see, here's the Six of Cups. I knew the Six of Cups would come in. This could be childhood traumas. Okay, keep going. We have the Three of Wands too, and here's the Tower. So the challenge is this passion, right? Challenge is the passion. Then we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups doesn't always have to be romantic offers going towards something. This is going towards something that you love to do. You love to help people. You know, you can see the innocence in somebody, right? You want to go towards like loving, like caring you, because you can see the innocence. You can see someone's inner child, like just, and you know, if to integrate something, you need to keep going, right? Consistent effort and discipline, but you can't have consistent effort and discipline if someone is not happy with where they are, but they don't want to change it, right? You can love someone, you can't love someone enough to change. Like, love is not enough sometimes. It's really not, right? You can love someone from the bottom of your soul, but sometimes that love is just not enough, right? So, you know, so now you need to wait. You're watching for this boo-boo to happen, okay? Right? You know, the Chariot, yeah, and the Ace of Swords. So sometimes, you know, you got to fall down in order to know how to pick yourself back up. And I know a lot of you guys have done that before. You've fallen down, but you get right back up. You fall down, you get right back up. You fall down, you get a boo-boo. That one really hurt, but you don't quit. You keep trying, and you keep going, and you keep persevering. And then, you know, you get stronger, you get wiser, and you're like, you know what? I can do this. It's time for me to set an example of this is how it's done, right? So you're tapped in this glow up. And we're sticking to a routine. What's this routine? Stick to a routine. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands and the Lovers. So this is loving yourself is what I'm getting. So the Queen of Wands is looking over here at this Queen of Pentacles. And she's looking down here. So sticking to a routine, right? It's almost like the Queen of Wands is becoming this Queen of Pentacles. Okay? And let's, mind you, you see this shadow work here, this black cat, okay? This represents the darkness within the Queen of Wands, okay? Because she's very polarized. So this is learning through trials, tribulations, traumas, okay? About how to get to this nurturing, caring, but also has boundaries, Queen of Pentacles. This is like a mother figure, very fertile, very grounded, very caring, very nurturing, okay? The Queen of Wands, she can be a little fiery and crazy, but you know, you learned from some sort of mistakes to become this gentle, okay? What is that saying? You know, I had to learn how to become this gentle, you know? So this could even be with yourself, right? It's almost like taking the polarities, see? And then I'm just seeing these two. And then we have the Hierophant. So the Two of Pentacles with the Lovers, it's giving polarity, masculine, feminine, you know? It's having to do one thing to learn how to balance another, right? It's learning how to cope with pain, trauma, your own trials, your own tribulations, and then wanting to help someone because you can see them go through something similar, but knowing that you need to balance polarities here. And the wise thing to do would be to sit and wait and then lead by example. Okay? So this tapped into this glow up. We're tapped into some sort of glow up. Three of Pentacles. See? Working together, and then the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is all about learning, healing, look, manifesting. Okay? You can't make someone learn this, right? Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. Okay? Three of Pentacles, though. Working as a team, tapped in, okay? Learning from all different types of experiences. So usually in this card, there could be cultures, okay? These are people from different cultures all coming together to bring their side of the story to co-create something here. So internally with this tapped in glow up, you are learning to bring all of your experiences together in order to create a masterpiece, in order to perfect something. Okay. This card's very close to the Eight of Pentacles, but the Eight of Pentacles is learning mastery outside of yourself. You're learning it by yourself. So with this card, I would be getting like learning from people outside of you. It's like learning lessons. Like say someone burns you, they burn you twice. You're not going to let them burn you a third time. That is one experience from outside of you. Okay. There's a lot of lessons learned from the Eight of Pentacles that we can learn internally, but this is more so learning from experiences outside of you. You're not going to let someone tell you the same old sob story that they've told you a million freaking times and then expect something to change. You burned me once. You burned me twice. You acted like this once. You acted like this twice. Okay. You might have other people also tell you, oh, well, you should give them, because they are stuck in that cycle. Whoever this person is, okay, has them under their thumb of the victim mentality. Feel sorry for me, do this, do that. So when you go and cut somebody off and then everybody else is like, why did you cut them off? They're going through things. And yes, and this is a cycle. It is time to end this cycle. We're done. Okay? And eventually, those people are going to see what you did and eventually do the same thing for the sake of their own sanity. And then eventually when that person all of a sudden has nobody around them, that is when something will trigger, okay? So, tapped into this glow up, okay? Learning from experiences, okay? Tapped in as well. This could also be working with spirit, working with things, lessons, spirit, learning from your own wisdom, stuff like that. Working together, see? And then here we go with the Tower. Oof. All right? And then the Five of Cups, Tower. And then the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords came out with this revolution, which is Uranus energy. It is a breakthrough. So the Tower card looks like a breakthrough type of thing to me. Okay. The breakthrough will happen when someone can no longer emotionally manipulate you or have some sort of psychological warfare with you. This is going to be part of outside factors that helps something or helps a situation progress further. Okay. What is this Raven Friends communication? I just seen the Nine of Pentacles, and in the Nine of Pentacles, she's holding that bird. So it's giving spiritual Raven Friends communication. Okay. What is this about? What is this? We have justice. Okay. This is fair. This is balance. This is karma. This is balance. 100% with temperance there. Okay. Balance, polarity. You can't have one without the other. Okay. Look, we have the sun and then we have the hermit. Okay. One is dark and one is light. But he's looking at the light. He is in the middle of darkness looking at the light. You cannot have one without the other. Balance. Okay. Alchemy. This is all about alchemy. What was I talking about in the beginning? About contrast. Okay. Needing that contrast in order to know what you don't want, in order to know what you do want. Okay. It's all about balance, alchemy, taking your polarizing experiences and learning from them, and then, not enabling somebody, because how are they going to grow, right? Not happy with where they are, but won't change it. Okay, Seven of Swords. This is the lies. Okay, Seven of Swords. What did I say about playing on your emotions? Okay, these are people that say, oh, I want to change. I want to do this. You're going nowhere fast, right? It's like, I want to change. Please just give me one more chance, or, I just need $20 for this, or, just one more time. I promise I'll change. I promise I'll change. And I'm not happy. I promise I'll change. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Judgment, right? But they won't change. They're not happy with it, but they won't change it. They're lying. There's some sort of lie here saying that they're going to change. They want to change. They don't want to change. Okay? They want to keep you enabled. They want you to still coddle them. They want you to be able to fall into that woe is me, feel sorry for me, help me, so that I can stay where I'm at because, I may not be happy, but I'm comfortable. So this person, this situation needs to get uncomfortable in order for growth to happen. Okay? Creating a diversion to protect you. Knight of Pentacles. So slowing things down. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. We're doing the same old thing. You never do nothing new. So creating a diversion to protect you. So what did I say about slow? The horse is slow. On the carousel. The horse is slow on the carousel. What was it? You're driving way too slow, getting nowhere fast. Creating a diversion to protect you. So something may be severely slowed down. Okay? Or time is needed. It feels like things are slowing down. So this is a diversion to protect you. Now, from what? 9 of Wands in the start. So, what? The Devil. Oh, gosh. Look at toxic relations. Okay. And then here's the Star card, which is giving Aquarius energy, which is giving that the challenge is you have a passion to want to help somebody. Okay, this could be familial. Now, the Four of Wands can indicate a romantic relationship or a toxic romantic relationship. Sometimes that is the case for all of you. So Spirit is slowing something down in order to protect you. Now, this can be a whole bunch of things. This can also be living environments, okay? Someone who is wanting to pursue certain addictions, so they are asking you for rent money because they are spending all of their money on addictions. It can be a bunch of things. This can also be like toxic relationship. Spirit's protecting you from, some sort of manipulation, okay? But someone wants to play on your soft spot. So in what way are you slowing things down here? Because the Hierophant. See? Okay, so this is offers. Offers. You being so quick to come up and help somebody. Okay, Spirit actually may be, look, we have the Hierophant here. We have flow. Harmonizes, aids, benefits, energizes, enjoys, lubricates. And then we have conjunction with empowerment. And then we have the Hierophant here. So how is Spirit slowing things down for you? Some sort of Hierophant energy and the Four of Cups. You not being so quick to jump to other people's aid. So if someone's sitting here unhappy and they're saying they want to change something, you would be the one to come in. So you are being, look at, See, the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands. Wanting to quickly jump into something is creating some sort of conflict. It's not helping a situation, right? Queen of Swords. It's not helping further a situation. It's not helping a situation grow. So Spirit needs you to slow you down. So Spirit might actually be creating diversions, distractions for you so that you don't go and jump to someone's aid. Okay? Because they're protecting you from some sort of cycle. Okay? So, yeah, that's what's happening, you guys. You know, that was a tough one to get through, but hey, we're here. So if that resonated with you guys, hit up that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the motherfucking Vibe Tribe. And I will see you guys down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts on this read. And I hope you guys had a good time. And I will see you guys tomorrow.